Lake fishing, you're in a boat or kayak or from the shore, but you got open water, and now you're quite literally walking across the water, and you are standing on 100 feet plus depths at times, and you just knowing that there's this entire water column below you. If the ice was to break, you're swimming. But yeah, so that's the coolest part, is that you're quite literally in the middle of a lake, standing on 100 feet of water, is the biggest difference. We generally like to shoot for about 100 feet is what we usually start with our first hole. A lot of times we'll look for an area that might be, say, 140 feet deep the entire time, and when we're out there we usually go for lake trout. We kind of like using the flasher, and we drop that down towards the bottom. It's got a little like green mark that shows up, and then hopefully you see another green mark that shows up out of nowhere, and that's usually fish, and then you start chasing after it. It's a big interaction with the actual fish itself. It's sending all of its motions through the line that's hooked to, and then that line's going through the rod, and the rod's in my hand. So I'm feeling a direct relationship with that fish. So I can feel when it's pulling or fighting harder, and I'll let that go and do its thing. And then when it gives me a second to reel some, I will. Adrenaline's going. You don't really think you're in that moment completely. If someone was to ask me a question outside of that immediate action of how to catch that fish, like, I wouldn't be able to answer it. Like, you got no thoughts going through your head except get that fish. The fish that we're going for are lake trout, and they have teeth, so we have these fish grippers, and it's pretty much a clamp that you can put on its mouth that doesn't harm the fish, but also doesn't harm your fingers with their teeth. Lake trout, you hook them and they're really strong fish and they put up a good fight. It's kind of a more longer duration, bigger head shakes, bigger body movements. Generally they're bigger, heavier fish on average that we've been catching. If they were open to it, I would love to take out anybody. Hey, I get it. I know people that hate the cold, and that's fine. And I would never force someone to ice fish, but I think it's beneficial to go out just for the experience with someone that has obviously done it before. Preparing for it's half the thing. You need to make sure you have the right gear. Ice fishing has taught me something that I've had an idea about for a while, and it's this connection I have with nature. I've missed so many potential catches because I've just been caught up in the surroundings and just looking at the mountains. They're absolutely beautiful. And I've seen some crazy scenes that I'll never forget just because of me being out there. It's really taught me just to keep appreciating it and keep going out there. Keep exploring, fishing, hiking, just get outside.